Representative Toth, for what purpose?
Mr. Speaker, parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
At the bottom of each of page HR3 and HR4, we see the initials SC, HLB, and TS. Does HLB refer to Hugh Brady?
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
When you and I spoke last week, you told me that Hugh Brady would not be the parliamentarian. Is that still the case or not the case?
That is not a proper parliamentary inquiry.
I'm sorry. Mr. Speaker, one last parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
This inquiry seeks clarification on a key detail that governs the conduct of House proceedings. Isn't knowing who the parliamentarian is the basis for a legitimate parliamentary inquiry?
State that again.
Isn't knowing who the parliamentarian is over this House a proper parliamentary inquiry? Shouldn't we know who's calling balls and strikes? I'll wait.
The rules provide that the officers of the House will be appointed, and that will be announced very soon.
So Hugh Brady is still our parliamentarian.
No permanent officers have been appointed yet for this session.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker,
State your inquiry.
H.R. 4, Rule 7, Section 21 is unclear about your place in the process after a motion to call the previous question takes place. So my question is, does the motion to call the previous question allow for you to use your own discretion on whether you would recognize it or not?
All right. H.R. 4 is not before the House at this time. The chair declines to respond to hypothetical inquiries.
That's fair. Parliamentary inquiry?
State your inquiry.
So, Mr. Speaker, I'm just trying to gain an understanding so I can be very well prepared for amendments that we disagree on this session. So my question is it fair to say that if calling the previous question does not give you the ability to deny it, then at any time 25 members of the body do not agree with an amendment, they just need to sign a motion calling the previous question and bring it to your desk, and you will have to honor that?
There is no item of business before the House at this time. The chair declines to respond to hypothetical inquiries.
Fair. Final parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
So surely you can see how confusing this is for me and many colleagues. You've spoken about how you want everyone to have a seat at the table, and I'm simply asking if you plan to honor the motion of calling the previous question consistently, regardless of who the 25 signatures are, or was that just to kill our conservative reforms in the rules package?
Again, there is no business before the House right now on this, and the chair declines to respond to a hypothetical inquiry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Alcoff, for what purpose?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Yes. Will we be taking up House Resolution 3 this session?
Mr. Guerin has informed the chair that he will not seek recognition on that particular House resolution.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Does a change to the operational budget for the House require a vote by the members of this body?
The rules adopted last week, which would remain the same from previous sessions, continue to provide the House committee broad abilities to adopt budgets on that.
So Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
If we do not consider H.R. 3, the housekeeping resolution, will the members of the House have an opportunity to vote on how these funds are allocated within the House?
You are encouraged to visit with the House Committee on House Administration when they're appointed.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Ms. Luther, for what purpose?
Parliamentary inquiry, please.
State your inquiry.
Has the House ever not adopted the resolution of housekeeping before?
Chair is not advised.
I'll restate. Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
The reason I'm asking is because I spoke to many other members who indicated from the 65th session in 1977 all the way to last session, the House has always adopted what we call the housekeeping resolution. Why has the Speaker chosen to throw out precedent?
Ms. Luther, I previously advised that we're not advised whether or not that's been a change or anything different.
Thank you.